What's up, guys? I'm actually back with another video, and this time I'm making a video on something that may save you guys a little bit of money. Now, in front of me I have a pair of 2006 Flint 7s. Now, the problem with these shoes is that on the right shoe, the toe cap has completely yellowed, and I actually purchased these shoes this way. It yellowed because this shoe was the one on display. It was in a display case, and over years it was constantly bombarded by light and air. And if you don't know, this is actually called patina. Everything in this world oxidizes, and most things that oxidize eventually either turn green or brown or somewhere in that color spectrum. Now, that's why when anything rusts, it turns brown. When silver patinas, which means that it's oxidizing, it turns a greenish color. That's usually the Louis Vuitton bags. Their handles that are brown turn into this dark brown color. And when gold oxidizes, it turns into a dark brown color. It happens with everything in this world. Now, the goal of this video is actually to remove this yellowing. And I am going to use a product that's going to save you guys a lot of money. Now, there are other sources and whatever you want to call it. And I was actually just looking at AngelaDirect.com, and they're selling a 4-ounce bottle of sauce for $12 plus tax plus shipping, which is $20. But I'm not going to use that product. I'm going to use Loreal 40 volume cream. And if you guys can see, I actually picked up this cream for $3.39 plus tax. And that is a big difference between paying $20 for a product and paying $3 for a product. Now, I know this product works because I've used it before, and I've actually already started to do the experiment with this toe cap. Now, if you guys can see, right here is completely yellowed, but I actually applied it to a section on this side, and you guys can see that the yellowing is gone on this side of the shoe. I've done this on purpose so you guys can see that it actually works. And I'm not going to unyellow completely this toe cap. I'm just going to yellow this area, so you guys can see the difference between when it's applied and the yellow. So I will show you guys the setup that I'm going to use. I'm going to show you guys what is needed, and I'm going to show you guys where you should place these shoes. Now, the only thing you're going to need is a 40 volume cream. Now, it is important to note that I purchased this from our hair supply store. There are tons of 40 volume creams. There are tons, tons of them. Like, they're like, when I went and purchased this one, there were like at least 10 other brands, and they all do the same thing. And this is actually a 16-ounce bottle for $3.39. I could have purchased a 4-ounce bottle for, I think it was like 99 cents, and this works just as good as any other sauce on the market. You're going to need some Q-tips for the application process, and I will start by showing you guys my window setup. Now, I live in the Bronx, and it's early morning right now. It is 7:30 in the morning. Now, the sun is already up, but it's not completely up. Now, the sun always rises behind that building right there. And it usually rises between those two pillars, and it switches this way. And I would say between 8:30 and 11:30, I probably have the best sun. The sun is going to rise, and it's going to hit directly at my window right here. So my goal is to put the shoes and the toe cap of the shoes right here as the sun hits it, and the shoes will be completely exposed to the sun. Now, since I only have about 2 hours of good sun exposure, I want to make sure to maximize the time. But that is what you need to know and be able to do. You need to know when the sun rises, and at what time are your shoes going to get the best sun exposure. Now, for the application process of this little experiment I got going here, it is actually pretty simple. Now we have the Q-tips and we have the 40 volume cream. Now, the first thing you want to do is shake the 40 volume cream. Now I'm going to put this one back here because this is not the one that I'm working on. I'm actually working on this one. Now, it is very important that you shake it and you don't take the 40 volume cream out this bottle until you're about to use it. You will see that all 40 volume creams and all sauces are in a container that's white or dark brown that does not let light in. Light is the active ingredient that puts forth the chemical process, and you don't want light to ever directly and hit this cream until it's about to work. Now, it is good to wear gloves, but I'm very careful. Now you shake it and you open it. And I already said that I'm only gonna do one little piece of the shoe. So I take my Q-tip and I'm only gonna take out a little bit. I only want a little bit of the sauce. About this much. And I'm going to apply it to the section of the shoe that I want. Now, if I was doing the whole shoe, I would do the whole toe cap, but I only want to yellow this portion of the shoe. And I'm going to get it all in the yellow cap. And I want you guys to look. I'm not using that much sauce. Actually, let me get a little bit more. I'm using a sparing amount. And when I set it up, I want the light to directly hit this portion of the shoe. And you will see that after a couple applications and a couple rounds, the yellowing will disappear. I'm going to do about 6 rounds, about 15 minutes each, and I'm going to show you guys the progress. Now, just as I said, the sun is about to rise. Just as I said, between those two pillars, the sun is about to completely overlap this building, and therefore the light will be hitting my window. So that will probably happen within the next 10 to 15 minutes. So what I'm going to do is show you guys where I'm actually going to put the shoes. Now, this is my window, dirty window, from the outside, not from the inside. And remember, I have some of the sauce right there. So I'm actually going to put my shoe outside the window, facing the building. Now, the plan is for the light to go from from over there and hit my window. And I'm going to leave it there for about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. And I'm going to, every time that I change it, I'm going to clean it. I'm going to apply new sauce. Now, I have completed one session. And I think I left it out for about 15 minutes. And you guys can see that the sauce is still on the shoe. So I want to show you guys the type of results that you can expect after one 15-minute session. Now the sauce is kind of dry because it's been outside on the sun. So what you would do is you would get a tissue. Now one side of the tissue is dry and one side of the tissue is wet. Now you get the wet side and you wipe off. Now you could instantly see that the spot where the sauce was is completely lighter than this, and you can actually see it down here as well. The reason is because the black or gray undersole is actually a bit yellow too. So you just wipe it off. Then you dry it with the other side, with the dry side of the tissue, and you just keep doing that. You just keep giving another session. So I shake the bottle one more time, and then I apply one more session, and you will do this about four more times for a total of 5 sessions. And by the end of the sessions, this area right here should be completely white. And that's the next part that I'm going to show you, the finished result. This is going back on the window. Now, I've done 3 sessions of me saucing this toe cap with this 40 volume cream. And as you can see, the white on the area that I told you guys I was going to turn back white has completely gone back to being white. It's actually pretty amazing, especially considering that this side right here was more yellow than this side right here. And I'm just doing this video because I wanted you guys to see that it is very possible to get good results using a product that's not as expensive as the other products on the market. This right here cost me $30.39, and it works just as good as any other sourcing product on the market. And you see how it's just amazing how this is why I told you guys that this was going to remain yellow, and I left it like that on purpose. But it's just amazing. Obviously right now I will go back and completely on yellow the toe cap, but I just wanted to leave it yellow so you guys can see the difference. So guys, if you guys have enjoyed this video, please comment, subscribe, and please like this video because it actually took a lot of work. So have a nice day and see you guys later.